This is what I was able to do after the 6-week makeup class. Can you see? Watch this video before you take up a 6-week makeup class, a 6-week braiding class, or any short course that you would like to take, okay? So if you are new here, my name is Rosemond and I create content on natural hairstyling, weight and more. If you are new here, you don't want to stick with me if these are things that you are interested in. In today's video, I'm going to keep it short, okay? It's been a month. In fact, it's been more than a month I showed up here, and I'm sorry. Yes, I'm back definitely and indefinitely. So let's not waste too much time, okay? Let's just get straight to the point. Again, I'm going to share with you my experiences, and then you would also advise yourself as to whether it was worth it or not, okay? So first, we would like to talk about your finances, okay? Before you take up a 6-week makeup class, before you take up a makeup class, okay, the first thing you would like to take note of is your finances, okay? What goes into your finances? One, the products that you have to buy, the brushes that you would have to buy, transporting yourself to and from the location, that is if it is an in-person or face-to-face class. Your registration fee, the registration fee that you have to pay, the form that you are supposed to pick, okay? You'd like to take all of these things into consideration before you apply for the class, okay? So if the class is taking 1,000 cedis and it is in 6 weeks, if it is a little far from your place, how much money are you going to spend? Are you going to spend on transportation? How much money are you going to spend on feeding yourself, like each and every day, especially if you aren't working, and like that is where you want to start and then maybe earn something from, okay? So before you take up any class of that sort, you would first want to check your pockets, okay? Check your finances and get to know if you are ready, because makeup products are expensive, okay? If you don't have the cash, baby, advise yourself. If you have to go and ask for help, then you know the amount of money you're going to ask for, okay? So I mean, this is basically what goes into the finances. The next thing that I would like to talk about is whether you are going for a beginner class or a master class, okay? For those who are already into it, I mean, they know what it takes, they know what it entails, they know what goes into it. So if you are a beginner, like a total beginner, you know nothing at all, and you have to research on the things that you are going to meet, okay? The mistake that I made was that, I mean, I applied for the class. Yeah, I didn't really know what goes into it, okay? So I felt like, well, since I'm a beginner, since I'm registering for a beginner class, I'm supposed to be treated like a KG student now learning ABCD. Like, I knew nothing about it because that's what I was expecting. But lo and behold, there were people in the class who like had already like done beginner makeup class elsewhere. So it's like they had an idea of like what to expect and what not to expect. So before you go into it, you would like to do your research, okay, as to what to expect, and guard your loins for action. So for me, when I went in the first day class, we were given like some printed materials on the things that we would need, like the products, the brushes, the brow shape, how it is done and all. The tutor would ask, oh, what is this? And sister, the people were like scare a big question if you're gone. When they ask the question, and this is shimmer, this is black, this is this. Hey, are we all engaging? Are we all beginners? No. That was when I realized that some of them were not beginners like me. They already had like some of them were even working with it too. Like, they came to join us as beginners. Who does that? So yeah, before you join like any class of that sort, you would like to do a background check, okay? So do your research very well and ask if these people are really doing beginner class, okay? I mean, I was able to get what I registered for, okay? So I wouldn't really say they didn't do it, but then I'm just saying, if you are somebody like me who is going in fresh, I beg you, do your research very well, because you go and meet people in master class, you go and meet people who are master class level, but then you all be treated at the same. Hey, if you know what you are going in for, okay, then you go and meet master class who are being treated as beginners. Then you know you have to do extra work. It means that you would have to buy the products yourself. I was supposed to talk about it, okay? For the registration fee, you'd like to ask if it contains like the products, okay? like if it contains the product that you would be using and whether or not you'd be given the products to take home. You get it? In my case, I was made to use the products on the ground in class, and then after class you would have to go and look for your own means. You get it? And at that time, money no day, cash no day. Cash no day. I was still waiting for 3 months NSS payments that I hadn't received to like buy those things. Okay. And my siblings had already settled the registration fee. Then I'm going to bother them with another. Please, I want products. After 1 month money came out of the 3 months that they were owing us came, I used that money to buy brushes because like in class, if the brushes are being used, you don't expect that when somebody's coming to work on your face. We're working on our faces, okay? So if let's say Abna Mansa is coming to work on my face, she would have to use her own brushes. No, it's not done that way. It means that if there's anything on her face, it could be pimples, it could be like anything at all. Maybe that can also transfer to the brushes, and that will later be transferred to my face. Okay, you get it? So I used that 1 month money to buy the brushes. Okay, product in the and buy because I still didn't have money. So I only got the opportunity to practice in class, but then outside the class I wasn't practicing, and so I was more like behind. You see, I was behind in class. It wasn't really helping. So before you enter, know what the registration fee entails. Okay, if it is just the form or if it is if it contains the product. You see, for some training sessions, after you are done with the whole training or makeup class, you are given the products to go home with it. So at least you know you have something to buy to rely on after you are done with the course. Okay, but in my case, we were allowed to use the products like during the class and after wala you get it. So I wasn't really practicing. So I mean, if you're a beginner, you know you have to, if the master class student sitting beside is practicing for 1 hour, it means that you have to go an extra 1 hour, even 2 hours. But that person is even using 1 hour. How much more you get it? Now the next thing that I would like to share is why you are attending the class. Okay, are you just attending so that maybe at the end of the whole course or at the end of the class you would be able to do makeup on yourself, like just yourself, or maybe a friend comes and then you do it for her, like, you see? Or are you really going in to work with it at the end of the day? Okay, so you weigh it too. If it is for business, there's a way that you are going to treat the class, and if it is for personal gains, you also you just know the two. Okay, so you have to weigh the two. If you are really going in it for business, and you have to give it your all, and then you move on from there. Now, if you are somebody who has already joined like a class like this before, I'd like to share your experiences in the comment section. How was the training section like? Were you able to achieve whatever that you have achieved? Okay, then if you are now about to enter into anything of that sort, means that you would have to write down, like, at every stage, am I achieving my aim? Am I getting closer to my aim? You get a whole thing. And there are some things that I might not have shared with you, but then I would stage them as and when they come, maybe in the comments, or maybe I might record a part 2 and then we would move on from there. This is what I was able to do after the 6-week makeup class. Can you see? So thank you all for watching. What did I leave out and what do you think should be added? Comment down below so I work on that in my next video. So kindly suggest topics that you would like me to talk about, and that's on period. So if you loved this, I would like you to give this video a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.